Take this moment, seniors. This is going to be the last time you walk on your home field as Eagles. Take a moment, look around you, look at what you've accomplished, the hard work you've earned, the memories you guys have all shared, the laughs, the smiles, and most importantly, the bond you have all built. Take this moment and enjoy some more great memories today, and get ready to celebrate yourselves. At quarterback, senior, number 15, Aaron Smith. Senior, number 63, defensive line, Alonzo Morales. Senior manager, Amir Haynes. Senior. Number 64. Offensive tackle, Brandon Davis. Senior manager, Brendan Daniels. Number 16, Jamel Reed, wide receiver. Number 73, offensive guard, Jaden Smith. Running back, number 7, Joseph Pruden. Defensive back, number 34, Josiah Folks. Offensive guard, number 57, Makai Green. Wide receiver, number 81, Mama Torre. Defensive line, number 52, Matthew Taylor.
All right, side camera, main camera, you're hot. Side camera, you got to fix up.
Defensive back, offensive tackle, number 70, Omar Bertrand.
All right, you're back.
Defensive back, number 17, Sean Henry. Wide receiver and defensive back, Travis Harris.
Side camera, you're back. You're good right there, side camera.
Defensive back, Shiloh Burgess. Defensive line, Tyler Hartridge, number 20. Running back, number 22, Tyler Shields. And our last senior manager, Zaire O'Toole.
Side camera, just stay where you're at for a minute and see what we do.
Give all your seniors a big round of applause.
All right, we're going main camera's on, side camera back up from there. And main camera keep following them just like you do. Main camera zoom in on the guys a bit.
Think it's a game. I came up from nothing. You can't tell me. Yeah, did it on my own. Take on my neck, take on my wrist. I swear I ain't never expected it to be like this. Now, I swear everything we lit. Every day we lit. Yeah, you can't tell me. Yeah, I'm getting rich. Way down cold down.
All right, side camera, you're on.
When you quit, you take it. You know you lit. Every day we lit. Yeah, 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 every day we lit. Every day we lit.
Good afternoon and welcome to the Eagles Nest. It's senior day for Eagle Academy. This is Andre Johnson on the call. It's the last game of the regular season, week 8. Possibly the last game at the Nest for Eagle Academy. Who knows what the PowerPoint gods will decide to do? But it's all about today. I see a couple of rail splitters walking in. Just, they want to take a peek at their possible first-round opponents. I like it. It's Eagle Academy up against Susan Wagner. Week 8 of the PSAL 4A. Eagle Academy come in 5-2. Looking to improve to 6-2. This would be their best finish in the top division. I think it's already their best finish in the top division, as last year they finished 4-4. But this game is very important for Eagle Academy to secure their playoff seeding. They're coming up against a Susan Wagner team. They've had a tough season purely because of their schedule. This Susan Wagner team is a very, very good team. In my opinion, I think this is one of the best Susan Wagner teams, and I would honestly say since I've been doing Sage Media, I think this is the best Susan Wagner team. But just like last season, there's a couple of teams that just get the brunt of the PSAL schedule, and Wagner really had a tough schedule. Pretty sure they only have 2 wins in the PSAL. But to me, that's more due to the competition rather than the quality of this Susan Wagner team. So if Eagle Academy is going to have to earn this win today. Eagle Academy is coming off of a big win over South Shore. Susan Wagner is coming off a loss to Erasmus Hall. And that game was played last Thursday, so yes, Susan Wagner is sitting at 2-5. But I don't feel like the record represents how good this team has actually been this season. Guys, getting into the chat. Let me know how you're feeling on this Sunday morning. If you're an NFL fan, I think this game should be wrapped up around 1 o'clock, 1:02. So it's a nice little doubleheader into your NFL Sunday. Appreciate everyone who's here celebrating the Eagles seniors, celebrating the Falcons in their last game of the regular season. And I think this is going to be a good one. This Wagner offense, similar to Eagle Academy, is a pass-first offense. Their quarterback, Tua Spencer, very impressive. He's also going to be returning to kick, as Wagner is going to receive the ball first. So the standout players for Susan Wagner is, like I said, Tua Spencer, the senior, and the junior, number 6, Sandro Patella. He's also back to return this kick. Very, very dangerous player. Spencer has a good arm on him, and he's also able to run the ball well. So as you see, Eagle Academy getting ready to kick it off. Took a book off of Tottenville's playbook as far as the kicks go. That is a live ball. Have to jump on it. And Mr. Ojo, I'm going to get the pronunciation for his name. So it's going to be a 1st and 10 for Wagner at about the 30, that's the 29-yard line. Little bit of back and forth in the booth. I'm sure you guys are hearing a bit of that. But I think we're going to have a high-scoring match today. It's going to be crucial for Wagner to be able to block number 11, Chase Hyacinth, and number 18, Sincere Hester. So let's see how they do. They start off in a shotgun, trip to the top of the screen, looking to run. Nope, it's going to be a pass. Throws it deep, has a man, incomplete. Pass was intended for Elijah, number 27. So that's going to be a 2nd and 10. So as you can see, this Wagner offense is going to throw the ball early and often. My guy Tone in the chat thinks it's going to be another 4-tutty day for Zaza. Easily, Zaza is one of the top players in all of the PSAL this year. Let's see if he can cap off a remarkable season. Mr. Spencer still in the shotgun. It could be like that all day. Hands it off. And that's a great job. Look at Josiah Brown coming up from the safety position. If you don't know Mr. Josiah Brown by now, where have you been? You know, I had the question, is he one of the top athletes in the PSAL? When I think top athletes, I think of my guy from Erasmus Hall, Justice Murray. I think Josiah Brown. So it's a 3rd down. It's a 3rd down. Third and 11. Spencer sends a man in motion. Looks to throw that direction. It is caught. And another good tackle from Josiah Brown. That was Caden Alejandro on the reception. I see Javon in the chat saying, let's go Fort Hamilton. Fort Hamilton is the most popular team in the Bronx right now. It's not official, but if Fort Hamilton are able to upset Brooklyn Tech, JFK should be in the playoffs. So it looks like Susan Wagner will punt the ball here. 2 good stops from Josiah Brown coming from that safety position. Again, special teams. Execution, good snap, good punt. It is fielded by Tyler Grayson. And that's a good job fielding the punt. And is going to give Eagle Academy good starting field position at about the 46-yard line. Tome, Derek Betances is a fantastic running back. But as long as Tyshawn Bent is in this league, he is the top running back. But Derek Betances is fantastic. $24K Moss is saying, imagine a Wagner upset. That's why it's any given Sunday. You got to play the games. So here we go. Aaron Smith, newly just got a fresh offer from LIU. Congratulations, his first Division I offer. And it looks like maybe Zaza has something wrong with his uniform, as Joseph Pruden's going to have to run into the game. Aaron looking to throw. Looks at the middle. Still looking. Throws it deep. That's for C.J. McCracken. Incomplete. Very good coverage from number 7, Ian Bent Jr. So it's going to be second down. Second down and 10. So, of course, the term sliders is still suspended. Eagle Academy need to have a good game to get out of jail when it comes to that term. Going to hand it off to – no, it's going to be a fake. Read option, Aaron Smith. And, again, there goes Sandro Patella. Told you guys about him. You're going to see him on offense and defense today. So let's call it a gain of 3, 3rd and 7 for Eagle Academy. Shout out to the guys, Subwire. If you guys are looking for the Brooklyn Tech Fort Hamilton game, Subwire is streaming that game. Shout out to my guy Mike for some free promo. Tried to get him to jump. Aaron on the third down. Throws the hitch. It is caught, but that's a good tackle to prevent any yak on that. So that was number 81. Mamadou Toure on the catch, but he's short, so it's going to be a 4th and 1. Offense is staying on the field. Good tackle for number 5, Caden Alejandro. Tone, I agree with you. Going to hand it off to Zaza on a 4th down. Makes a cut, but there is a flag on the play. False start. Bring him back. So it's a false start on Eagle Academy. Going to make it a 4th and 6. And they're going to bring back out the wide receivers. The heavy package goes back to the sideline. So it's a 4th and 6 here. The first down is the 43-yard line. Trips to the bottom of your screen. Aaron looking to throw, looks in the middle, throws it. They have CJ, and it is caught. CJ McCracken. Great throw from the senior. You see why he just got an offer to LIU. And Eagles moving quickly. It's a 1st and 10. Looking to throw, throws it right. And it is caught. Touchdown, Eagle Academy. Aaron Smith to Juvens Lindor. Eagle Academy strike first, and they strike quickly. Extra point is up, and it is good. So our score will be 7-0 Eagle Academy. Aaron Smith with 2 quick strikes. And we'll go with the opposite angle here on the replay. Let's see the other angle on that. Yeah, Sage, we got multiple camera angles for the instant replay, man. Who has that? But you just see, Juju just wide open. It's pitch and catch, easy work for Eagle Academy. Juvens has to be one of the leaders in receiving touchdowns. Guys, let me know on that. But Juju has to be one of the top receivers in receiving touchdowns in the league. And it's a quick strike, 7-0 Eagle Academy. And it's a quick, that's a good onside kick. And I can't believe Eagle Academy did not recover that. What a wasted onside kick from Martin Kompleman. That was an absolute gem. But the Falcons will thank the football gods for that. This will be a 1st and 10 for Susan Wagner. Another player to watch is number 78, Philip Dalgin. He has an offer to Holy Cross. He's going to be playing left tackle for Susan Wagner. Also going to be playing D tackle. Also interest from Syracuse. And they're going to hand it off to start this drive. Tries to get to the outside. Doesn't get there. Nate Ellis on the stop. Good job cutting in from Caden Alejandro. Gain of about 5 yards. So it could be a 2nd and 5. All right, so it's a 2nd and 5. Tua in an empty set. 3 to the top of the screen. Mr. Spencer. Blitz could be coming, and it's a false start on Wagner. So it's going to be 2nd and 10. So Mr. Spencer still in the empty set. 3 to the top of the screen. Eagle are showing pressure. They bring it. Throws it. And it's incomplete. Got to be careful, Eagle Academy. That hit looked a little late. Pass was intended for number 7, Ian Bennett Jr. So it's going to be a 3rd down. So it's a 3rd down. Interesting not to see Josiah Brown on the field in a 3rd and 10. It's going to be Shiloh and Tyler Grayson at the safeties. 3rd down, send a man in motion, and they get him to jump. That was Daryl Gatewood, too hasty there. So we're back to 3rd and 5. This is a very good test for Eagle Academy's defense. If they play Lincoln, if they play Curtis in the 1st round, it's 2 good quarterbacks that they're going to have to be able to defend the pass. So it's a nice little warm-up for Eagle Academy for this 1st round of the playoffs. And they throw it. That ball's caught, and that's a great tackle from Nick. Nick McKee on the tackle. Try to catch Eagle lacking with the tunnel screen there. Good execution from Susan Wagner, Ian Bennett with a nice catch. But it's going to be another 4th down, and the Falcons offense are staying on the field as of now. So it's 4th and 2. So this was to be the first timeout for Susan Wagner. And we would like to thank one of our supporters all season long, Boxed and Bound. Brooklyn, it's the last home game of the season. Eagle Academy hosting Susan Wagner, looking to finish 6-2 and keep climbing the PSAL ranks. The crowd is loud, the stands are packed, and the season's been nothing short of a movie. As Eagle closes strong, you can too. It's the start of the holiday rush. Need that couch, bed, or dining set delivered before Thanksgiving? Box and Bound got you covered. DM Box and Bound NYC on Instagram and use the code NYC Football right now for $15 off your next marketplace delivery. Box and Bound, NYC's white glove movers with real hustle. So thank you to Box and Bound. We're back in action. It's a 4th and 2 for Eagle Academy. Looking to throw. No, if they do a draw play, it's going to be close, but I think Wagner have enough. Well, right now, it's good. I think they're going to have to bring the chains out. I think they're going to have to put the chains out. And in the chat, you are correct. Beatty, that was Beatty on the stop. Beatty Joyf is wearing 23 today. Oh, I thought it was a little closer. I thought it was worth bringing out the chains. Ooh. Let's see if I have time for a replay. I don't think I will, but I thought they were a little closer than they kind of gave him a bad spot there, in my opinion. So regardless, it's another 4th down stop for Eagle Academy as they're looking to double their lead. ZXY, appreciate you in the chat for reminding me about Beatty having a new number today. Sends Juju in motion. Aaron Smith still in the game. Aaron looking to throw. Looking, throws it deep. That's for Josiah Brown, and it's caught. Josiah Brown, one-on-one. You're going to bet on Mr. Carrot Top every single time. So it's a first. Is it 1st and goal? Where'd they spot it? No. It's a 1st and 10. They spotted it at the 12-yard line. Looking to throw, throws it right. It is caught by CJ. There's only a gain of 1. So it is a 2nd and 5. CJ slipped up there. Looking to hands it off to Zaza. Lowers the shoulder. Touchdown. Eagle Academy. Zaire Schulters gets on the board. I like Zaza showing off the physicality there, punching his way into the end zone. Doubling up Eagle Academy's lead. Extra point is up, and it just gets over. So our score will be 14-0 Eagle Academy on their senior day. That was set up from the big pass from Aaron Smith to Josiah Brown. Zaza gets the cash the check. JB, appreciate you using your members emojis in the chat. Appreciate all the members. We hit over 100. Stay tuned for what we have planned for November. Announcements should be coming soon. I'm seeing the slide emojis in the chat. Not yet. As they're going to kick it deep. That's going to be Ian Bennett Jr. on the return. Nice cut. Runs into his own man. Could have had some more. Could have had a nice yardage on that play, but he actually ran into his own man there on that return. So it's going to be a 1st and 10 for the Falcons. 3rd possession of the game. I would really like to see Susan Wagner test Eagle Academy deep. So they're going to have it from the 33-yard line. Mr. Tua in the backfield. Looking to throw, looks right. Has pressure coming, throws it right. And he kind of throws it in the middle of it was like in the Bermuda Triangle. It just landed right in the middle. So 2nd and 10. Appreciate over 100 people joining us celebrating Eagle Academy seniors on this Sunday. So it's a 2nd and 10. Alejandro and Spencer in the backfield. Trips at the bottom of your screen. Looks at direction. Throws it to Ian Bennett. Eagle do a great job. That's Sean Henry getting in on the tackle. He's a senior celebrating his career today. So it's going to be, no gain there. 3rd and 10. First quarter's winding down a bit. Eagle 2 for 2 on scoring drives. Also had a 4th down stop on Wagner's previous drive. But again, this is a good test for Eagle Academy. You're in a game where you're favored. You want to shape up for the playoffs. Spencer looking to throw, looks left, throws it left. And it is intercepted by Tyler Grayson. Let's go to the replay. And it was just a bit of an overthrow, but an excellent, excellent catch from Tyler Grayson. Javon, is that kickoff 12? I'm assuming that's what your message means from almost game time. Let me know if the Fort Hamilton game kicks off at 12. So it is Koppelman in the throw, throws it complete to C.J. McCracken. That's a gain of 7. Nice little square out route there. So it's going to be a 2nd and 4, about a gain of 6. Martin looking to throw, looks right, looks left, throws it left, incomplete, intended for Juju. 3rd down. 3rd and 4. Joseph Pruden still in the game. Double tight. Going to hand it off to Joseph. Good run from Mr. Pruden. Enough for a first down. Good physicality from this Eagle Academy offensive line. And it's going to be very important. We're getting into November. Playoffs are next week. You need to be able to run the ball. Still in the double tight look. Hands it off to Joseph again. Good block on the edge there. Joseph leaps over a man, but it looks like it is coming back, unfortunately. Might call a hold on that, on the edge. So there is a flag on the play. Yeah, and it looks like they're going to call a holding. Looked like it was on the right tackle. Here comes Manny in the chat. Let me see if I still have the Fort Hamilton emoji up. No, I had to get rid of it. I would have put a Fort Hamilton emoji for my brothers up in the Bronx. So it's going to be a first and, let's call it 1st and 20. First down is the 20-yard line. Eagles still in a double tight end look. 2 to the top of the screen. Looking to throw here. They're going to run the screen. Joseph with blockers ahead of him. And that's a great tackle. Looks like that's number 5. Yes, number 5, Caden Alejandro. Great job on the tackle there. So here's the second. Let's call it 2nd and 15. Martin looking to throw. Looks right. Throws right. Throws deep. That's for Josiah Brown. And just a little too much pepper. Incomplete pass. My God, Deli in the chat. You guys play. Yeah, you guys played on Friday night, so feet's up. I don't think Eagle Academy could play Erasmus Hall in the first round of playoffs, but who knows? Shout out to my guy Deli and the whole Erasmus Hall linebacking crew. So 3rd down, 3rd and 15. First down is the 20-yard line. Zaza in the slot. Looks that direction, throws it to Mr. McCracken, and there he goes. CJ close to the end zone, down at about the 5-yard line. CJ McCracken's been having himself a day. Seeing my guy Brandon Treviso. Nice to see you, my boy. How you doing in the chat, man? So it's a 1st and goal. Hands it off. Nope, it's going to be a fake, and it's going to be a touchdown. Eagle Academy, number 2 to Juvens Lindor. That is one thing Eagle Academy should work on for this entire game. That play action slant route. Kind of, you can call it an RPO there. You know, I'm sure Koppelman has the decision whether to hand it off or to throw it. And it looks like that penalty was on Wagner. So they might be taking this from the 1 yard line. Shout out to Greg Police. Mr. Police is on the PA announcing. He has been asking for the play action, read option, kind of RPO look all year long. They have run it, but not very often. So they are going for the 2-point conversion here. Heavy set, hands it off to Mr. Kavion Robinson. He's punching it in. Our score is 22-0 Eagle Academy. And I'm going to slow this replay down a bit more because it's just a really excellent job from Martin Koppelman. You see, he has it in his belly, but his eyes are down the field the whole time. Great job from Joseph Pruden picking up the blitz as well. And then that's just easy pitch and catch. Martin Koppelman to Juvens Lindor. And we are still in the first quarter. Just realized that. Great execution from Martin Koppelman. Still in the first quarter, 22-0. Very good performance from Eagle Academy. Going to kick it on the ground. They need to field it. Number 2 takes it. Needs to go down immediately. So it's going to be 1st and 10. Susan Wagner with the ball back. So here we go. 1st and 10 for Wagner. Got to try to stop the bleeding here. Need a quick answer. Spencer hands it off. Tries to get to the outside. What a play from Cottrell Scriverin. Carell Scriverin, excuse me. So that is going to be the end of the first quarter. Our score is 22-0 Eagle Academy. That is an excellent play from Carell Scriverin coming up on that tackle. And again, we want to thank Box and Bound for supporting the live stream. Ended the first, Eagle on top and looking dominant. And Box and Bound is doing the same across New York City. Thanksgiving's around the corner. Don't wait to book your delivery or move when everyone's trying to do the same. DM Box and Bound NYC and use code NYC Football today to lock in $15 off before we fill up. Box and Bound. Find it, we'll move it. And again, why that play is so important for Eagle Academy is in this quarterfinal matchup, whoever it is going to be so important to get good tackling from the secondary. Even if you give up a pass, you have to be able to come up and tackle. So is there an injured player? They see the doctor going onto the other side of the field. Maybe there's an injured player on that side. So here we go. Second and 10. You call it second and 11. Spencer looking to throw. Throws it. And it is intercepted by Beatty Joyf. Look at Beatty showing off the hands. Let me tell you something. I've never seen Beatty Joyf catch a ball in my life. Look at the hands on that, man. That's pure hands. Beatty Joyf. I have never seen Beatty catch the ball before. Tremendous. Listen, in the chat, someone tell me if you've seen Beatty Joyf catch a football before, because I haven't. But excellent job. Beatty is one of the top backers in all of the league, adding to his stats. All right, so it's a 1st and 10 after the interception. Sending a man in motion. Martin looking to throw, looks to right, steps up in the pocket, and pressure, and he's going to go down. Great job from number 74, Kamara, on the sack. There is a flag on the play. And it's going to be a face mask. So Wagner just cannot catch a break. They get a sack, biggest play of the day, and things are just not going their way. Boys from Staten Island. So it's going to be a 1st and 5. Sends Zaza in motion, hands it off to Joseph Pruden, makes a spin. That's a good tackle from number 16, Isaiah Thomas. So it's going to be a 2nd and 3, let's call it. Sends Zaza in motion. Martin looks that direction, looks left, throws left. Incomplete, intended for Josiah Brown. Juju in the chat saying, I've never seen Beatty catch like that since elementary school. Well, it ain't elementary school no more. Beatty Joyf with his first, I want to say that's his first career interception. Pretty sure that's his first career interception. So it's going to be a 3rd down, 3rd and 3. Martin looking to throw, throws it right to Mr. Zaza. Can he punch it in? Yes, hold on, waiting for it. Yes, he can. Touchdown, Eagle Academy. Zaza's 2nd touchdown on the day. If I don't have any weather gear, just get some of those to put on the camera. Eagle looking for the point after. And Martin is good. So our score is 29-0 Eagle Academy. And listen, we do have to credit Martin Koppelman for his 2nd throwing touchdown on the day. But this was all Zaire Schulters. Good block on the edge. Try to see the number. That's number 20. That's number 85 on the block. Good block from CJ. Good strength from Zaza. That was Nikel Thomas on the block on the edge. Excellent job. This Eagle Academy are 4 for 4. Shout out to number 70, Omar. Been a staple on Eagle Academy's offensive line all season long. Eagle Academy with a commanding lead, leaving nothing up to chance. Martin kicks it off, kicks it deep. Mr. Bennett Jr. takes it. They're going to fake the handoff. There goes Mr. Bennett. A lot of room up the left sideline, but an excellent tackle. That's number 25, Jameer Armstead on the tackle. So it's going to be a 1st and 10, Susan Wagner. First and 10, Susan Wagner. All right, so it's going to be a false start on Susan Wagner. So let's make it a 1st and 15. So while we're in the chat, I'm gonna do a poll at the next stoppage. So if you're watching on your TV screen, take out your phone to play in the poll. It's a good run there from Susan Wagner. Get back to the original line of scrimmage and more. There's Sandro Patella. Let's call it a 2nd and 7. First down is the 28-yard line. I'm going to start setting up this poll. As we have a 2nd and 7 here for the Falcons. Hands it off. It's a nice, strong run there. Is that Sandro again? No, that's number 5, Caden Alejandro. Just pack your camera up. So it's going to be a 3rd and 1. Hands it off. It's going to be close. So it's going to be a 1st down for Susan Wagner. All right, so the poll is open. Let me know what you guys think. Who is winning the PSAL 4A championship? As Spencer looks to throw, throws it. Almost complete pass intended to Ian Bennett Jr. Who is winning the PSAL 4A championship? Tottenville, Curtis, Erasmus Hall, or the field? I did this in the podcast, and there was some confusion when I said the field. Everyone said, what team is the field? Come on, guys. The field is the rest of the field in the playoffs. So if you think Lincoln's going to win, if you think Eagle Academy is going to win, if you think JFK, Brooklyn Tech, South Shore, or Port Richmond, if you think one of those teams are going to win, you vote for the field. Thank you very much. 2nd and 10. Hands it off, goes down immediately. Great tackle from Sincere Hester. So it's going to be 3rd and 11. Especially after Friday night's game, I'm curious to see the temperature in the room. I'm probably going to do a poll tomorrow during the podcast. JB thinks Eagle Academy is winning, so you have 1 vote for the field. So 3rd and 11. Going to hand it off. It's going to be short of the first down. That's Caden Alejandro. So, make sure you guys tune in to the New York Football Talk podcast on Monday. Myself, Jared Veluzzi, and E. This will be the playoff pick episode. So make sure you guys tune into this. People always ask us to pick games, and I always say we only pick the games one time. And it is this Monday where all of us will be putting our necks on the chopping block and picking all of the winners in the PSAL playoffs. So if you don't want it spoiled, who's going to win? Don't watch because, us, we the experts. You know what I'm saying? We never get it wrong. Yes, if there's something at halftime, we will do it. I'm not sure what's at halftime though. Mr. Polius, is there festivities at halftime? Okay, so didn't hear exactly specifically there is a possibility. That's what Greg Polius just told me. Hands it off. Good solid tackle. That was Kavion Robinson on the 4th down stop. Guys, I will repeat. I can only put 4 options in the poll. That is why I put an option for the field. So if you think Eagle, JFK, Brooklyn Tech, Port Richmond, or South Shore are going to win the championship, vote the field. So it's going to be a 1st and 10 for Eagle Academy. And it is Aaron Smith back at quarterback. Aaron Smith looking to throw, looks right, tries to avoid the pressure, and that should be intentional grounding. No. The refs discuss it. Did it make it to the line of scrimmage? That's the question as well. And it is an intentional grounding. So it's going to be a timeout, Eagle Academy. All right, so again, huge shout out to Box and Bound. Halftime is close in Brooklyn. Eagles up big and closing the regular season with style. Off the field, Box and Bound's doing the same. Fast marketplace runs, small moves, and pre-holiday deliveries all week long. Book your slot before it's gone. The holiday calendar fills up quick. DM Box and Bound DM Box and Bound NYC and use code NYC Football now for $15 off your delivery this weekend. Box and Bound, NYC's white glove movers with real hustle. All right, Biz Consulting. I see what you're saying now. You wanted the Eagle Academy instead of the field. So yeah, it's a second and long. That's a huge penalty. Wow. That is a huge penalty. See what Eagle Academy could do here. Sends Josiah Brown in motion. Looking that direction. Looks left. Throws left. That ball is caught. Makes a man miss. And that's Mamadou Toure on the catch. So it's called 3rd and 15. First down is the 28-yard line. Eagle Academy moving fast. Sending Josiah Brown in motion, and they get him to jump. Yeah, but Biz Consulting, I think putting Eagle Academy as the fourth option is a bit disrespectful to Lincoln, South Shore, Port Richmond, Brooklyn Tech, the other teams in contention. So that's why I wanted to put the field to include everyone. Everybody listen, if you make the dance, you have a shot to go home with the girl. Yes, or never, Greg, stop it. Cut it out, Greg. So it's a 3rd and 10. This is Mamadou in motion. Looks left. Throws left. Deep double coverage for Josiah Brown. Incomplete. Good coverage from Mr. Kim, number 21. That is a good question. Someone asked for the score of the E-Hall Lincoln game. I don't have it. I want to say it was 35-14. I know the score at halftime was 14-13. And then Lincoln did not score in the second half. I think it ended 35-14. Someone let me know. 34-14. There you go. Thank you. So 4th and 10, Eagle Academy still on the field, throws it quickly. That's Josiah Brown. Let's see if he can make something happen. There he goes. Enough for the first down. Josiah Brown. And that is the 4-minute warning. So we will reset our clock to 4 minutes. So it's a 1st and 10 for Eagle Academy. Looking to throw. Aaron Smith looks right, throws right, and it's caught. Touchdown, Eagle Academy. What a strike. Aaron Smith to C.J. McCracken. So a timeout, Eagle Academy. Not sure why they needed to take a timeout, but in the meantime, let's watch that strike from Aaron Smith to C.J. McCracken. I mean, it's a great job threading it over the safety. Great concentration from C.J. Ooh, let me tell you something. This is good momentum. The sliders, I don't know if they're out of prison yet, but this is a good job, a good argument to get out of prison here. Great throw and catch from Aaron Smith to C.J. McCracken. So Aaron Smith has 2 touchdowns on the day. C.J. McCracken, Mr. Slider himself. So Eagles seem to be going for 2. Got the full house package in. And that ball's fumbled. And a 2-point conversion is no good. Our score will remain 35-0 Eagle Academy. Still in the first half as it's getting close to closing. So let's see. So if I'm looking at this poll, the poll is currently 32% Tottenville, 23% E-Hall, 6% Curtis, and 38% the field with 47 votes. I wonder if there's any bias in this poll. But regardless, you got to believe. It's a democracy over here at Sage Media. You vote. So if you guys say the field, who's your top contender in the field? Is it Lincoln? Is it Eagle Academy? Is it Port Richmond, South Shore, Brooklyn Tech? Who is your dark horse in the PSAL 4A? And I'm curious to hear about the 3A too. The 3A is very, very exciting. The 3A kind of looks like a two horse race right now, as they kind of onside it. A little surprising there. Good job on the coverage from Susan Wagner. But I'm curious to see what you guys think about the 3A as well. You know, the top contenders are A. Philip Randolph and Sheepshead. David says no bias. Javon saying Fort Hamilton is up. What's the score? Give me the update, please. Fort Hamilton is the most popular team in the Bronx, man. Look at Bronx rooting for Fort Richmond. That's kind of funny. That is actually really funny. 6-0. Fort Hamilton up. They scored in the first minute. Biz Consulting, if you can't tell by now, I'm a politician. So I have to be politically correct. If you're in the playoffs, you have a chance. So 1st and 15 for Wagner as they hand it off. Javon or somebody watching that game, let me know how they scored. Was it an Aiden Porter touchdown? Let me know. Aiden Porter being the quarterback. And that game's at Brooklyn Tech, actually. Yeah, that game's at Brooklyn Tech. So let's see how they play down. But they have a lot of – Brooklyn Tech is a good team. They are a really good team. Would have been nice if Brooklyn Tech could have played JFK this year. Fort Hamilton is playing Brooklyn Tech. For you guys not aware, JFK is watching that game closely. Most likely, if Brooklyn Tech lose to Fort Hamilton, JFK will make the playoffs. If Brooklyn Tech win, it's up to the PowerPoint gods. There is the possibility that JFK gained enough power points to jump ahead of Brooklyn Tech, regardless if they win. But again, it all depends on the PowerPoint gods. When I say PowerPoint gods, I mean a formula. Fort and JFK against the whole PSAL right now. Yo, you guys, the JFK guy should have went to that game. That would have been really funny. So it's a second and long. Let's see if Wagner continues to run. Nope, they're going to throw it here. Has some pressure coming. And almost intercepted from Karel Scriverin. 24K Moss is asking, how does the playoff bracket look? So currently, number 1 is Tottenville. Number 2 is Erasmus Hall. Number 3 is Curtis. As it stands, number 4 is Abraham Lincoln. As it stands, number 5 is Eagle Academy. Number 6 is South Shore. Number 7 is Port Richmond. And number 8 is Brooklyn Tech. JFK is number 9. So the way the PSAL works, nothing is confirmed yet, but how it's worked in the past, if JFK are able to get into the playoffs, they have a higher rating / strength of schedule than Eagle Academy, South Shore, and Port Richmond. So I would be expecting JFK to move up to the 5 seed and all of those teams to bump down. So a lot riding on that Fort Hamilton game. They just sent 2 men in motion. They didn't blow the whistle. The DJ said a couple of you guys are at the game. By the way, congratulations to JFK on a great win over South Shore. I know that was a game you guys wanted badly from last year, how last year's game ended. So congratulations to JFK. I really think you guys did a good job at keeping the wheels together during your season. Someone let me know how that game went. What was the story? I saw it was 36-31. I saw that there was a fumble on the last drive. So someone from JFK, let me know the story of that game because I don't have context. I think Jared will have it, so Jared will be able to tell the full story on Monday. But let me know. So Wagner looking to punt. Good snap. Good kick. Returnable for Travis Harris. No, it goes out of bounds. Good punt. Not sure. Just a reminder, the clock on the screen is not the official clock. The clock on the scoreboard is not the official clock. Only the referees have the official time. Biz Consulting. I don't know if this is your first time in the PSAL, but it could happen. It could happen. We've seen it happen before. Especially because, JFK beating South Shore compared to, let me think. So Brooklyn Tech beat Canarsie, Newdorp, and who else did they beat? Someone remind me. I could look it up. I'm trying to think. Who else did Brooklyn Tech beat this year? I can't remember Brooklyn Tech's 3rd win. Obviously, they're trying to go for their 4th win against Fort Hamilton. So the offense is still on the field. Aaron Smith is still on the field, I should say. Trying to get 3 touchdowns on the day. I'm sure that's what they're going for. Looking to throw. Pumps it. Has pressure in his face. Moves out of it. He's going to run it. Good decision making from Aaron Smith. Brooklyn Tech. So it was, all right, before I look at it. Oh, it's another play. Pressure, gets out of it. I think he was over the line, but it's still complete to C.J. McCracken. Nothing but green in front of him. Touchdown, Eagle Academy, but there is a flag. It's coming back. That's what I thought. Aaron Smith was above the line of scrimmage. There's a flag. So, Newdorp, Canarsie, and who was the other one? Oh, DeWitt Clinton. They beat DeWitt Clinton the first week of the season. So let me think. JFK beats South Shore, Wagner. Who else did JFK beat? South Shore, Wagner, and Fort Hamilton. How do you weigh those wins? It's tough. It's tough. South Shore, Wagner, Fort Hamilton versus DeWitt Clinton, Newdorp, and Canarsie. Guess it to Josiah Brown with a lot of room in front of him. Look at him go, cutting across the whole entire field. There unfortunately is a flag, but Josiah Brown is always good for a highlight. There is a flag on the play, but Josiah Brown, make sure you add that to your highlight reel. So they did throw a flag. Did they pick up the flag? We're waiting to see the referee. And it was roughing the passer. So that play will count. Fort Hamilton up 12-0. Wow. Wow. Wait. They just said roughing the passer. What did I miss? Wow. So offsetting penalties. He's going to take back all that work from Josiah Brown. Like I said, Josiah, keep that on your highlight reel. 12-0 Fort Hamilton. Listen, remember, that's a get-back game for Fort Hamilton. On this field last year, almost a calendar year ago, Brooklyn Tech broke Fort Hamilton's heart. The Aiden Farley field goal went wide left, and Brooklyn Tech were champions. So it's a 3rd and 7 here. So Fort Hamilton looking for some get back, man. They want to ruin Brooklyn Tech's playoff hopes. So it's 3rd and 7. Aaron Smith takes the snap, has pressure, moves up into the pocket, and he's going to go down. I see number 27 in on that, and I see number 31 in on that tackle. That's Elijah Marcano. And number 31, a sophomore, Mateus. So it's a 4th down. The offense is still on the field. Oh, no, excuse me. They're looking to punt here. First punt of the day. Almost blocked. They run into the kicker, and it's a flag. It looks like they'll be getting the ball back. I'm not sure if that's going to be running into the kicker or roughing the kicker, but I think both are first down, I'm pretty sure. So the Eagle offense is coming back onto the field. But yeah, I mean, again, it all goes into a calculator at the end. You know, even if Brooklyn Tech finish with more wins, are their wins valued higher than JFK, considering who JFK had to play? If Brooklyn Tech are unable to win, unable to come back, guarantee JFK in the playoffs, and they're most likely going to be the 5 seed. That would send Eagle Academy to the Castle to play Curtis. JFK would go to Lincoln. South Shore would go to Erasmus Hall. And Port Richmond would go to Tottenville. If Brooklyn Tech, so a timeout, Susan Wagner. If Brooklyn Tech are able to come back and win and they end up making the playoffs, Eagle Academy would then go to Coney Island to play Lincoln. South Shore would go to Staten Island to play Curtis. Port Richmond would go to Sid Luckman Field. And then Brooklyn Tech would go to 100 Luton. So I'm going to end the poll. 38% the field. So I see a lot of people, like I said, I think there's a little bit of bias there. But like I said, Eagle Academy, I definitely consider them dark horses. Whether if they play Lincoln or Curtis, they will be the underdogs in both of those games. But I would say only slight underdogs. I do think this Eagle Academy team has a lot of good parts to it. But the question is it a year early? Are you ready to go into a Lincoln Field, the Castle? These are hard places to go win. As Eagle are going to take a knee, and that is going to be enough for the first half, and it was all Eagle Academy on their senior day. Our score is 35-0. We will be back on the other side of halftime. This is Andre Johnson. I appreciate everyone participating in the chat. We'll see you in about 12 minutes. So welcome back to the Eagles Nest. Extended halftime due to some senior day activities. Our score is 35-0. Eagle Academy up. This is Andre Johnson from Sage Media Solutions on the call. Summarize that first half. It was all Eagle Academy. 2 touchdowns for Juvens Lindor. 2 touchdowns for Zaire Schulters. 1 touchdown for C.J. McCracken. And each quarterback had 2 touchdowns apiece. 2 touchdowns for Martin Koppelman and 2 touchdowns for senior Aaron Smith. Appreciate everybody in the chat. I do see that Fort Hamilton is up 14-7 at halftime. I was talking to a couple of the Lincoln players here. Everyone's kind of watching that score to see what's going to happen. Eagle Academy getting the ball to start the second half. So it's going to be an onside kick, and Wagner's going to get it easily. Good job from Susan Wagner catching Eagle Academy off guard. He's stealing an extra possession, looking to get on the board. So just letting you guys know, we're going to keep the clock running. We suspect that that is what the referees are doing, so we're going to keep the clock running. So it's a first. It's a 1st and 10. Susan Wagner trying to get on the board here. Going to hand it off. Good stick by Nate Ellis. That was Caden Alejandro. Let's call it 2nd and 6. Two receivers to the bottom of the screen. Spencer takes it, looking to throw, and he's going to go down. That's senior Matthew Taylor with the sack. Also, Tyler Hartridge, he got in on that as well. So it's a 3rd and 15. Third and 15. 2 receivers to the bottom of your screen here. That's actually Eagle Academy's first sack on the day. Spencer looking right. Pressure in his face. Rolls away from the pressure. It's incomplete. There is a flag on the play. Pass was intended to Ian Bennett. And it looks like it's going to be a sideline penalty on Eagle Academy. All right, so no, it's just a sideline warning. Just a sideline warning. So it is a 4th down. So there is a player down for Susan Wagner, number 22, Jaden Flores. So here at Sage Media Solutions, we like to take the camera off of the young men as they're hurt. And 24K Mosses, no, Erasmus Hall did not beat Tottenville. Tottenville won, I think it was 38-35, something along the lines of that. Tottenville is currently undefeated. Tottenville is the undisputed 1 seed. So it looks like the players are getting back onto the field. Mr. Flores is up, so we won't do that ad read just yet. So it's a 4th and 15. Shout out to my whole entire crew. They are having comedy hour over here while some of us are working. Ball goes right out of bounds. So it's a 1st and 10 for Eagle Academy. They'll take it from the 39-yard line. And again, thank you to Box and Bound for supporting the stream. Second half kickoff, Eagle in control, and Box and Bound is in motion. New month, holiday season loading, and our trucks are moving nonstop across the boroughs. DM Box and Bound NYC and use code NYC Football right now to grab $15 off your next marketplace delivery or move. Box and Bound. Find it, we'll move it. This song has a dance, right? I don't even know the dance. I don't even know. All right, so 1st and 10. Looks like Martin Compliment's in the game. Eagle going to the I formation. Joseph Pruden in the backfield. Going to hand it off to Mr. Pruden. Makes a nice run. Still on his feet. About a gain of 4. My guy Nino Batanskis, how you doing? Let me know how's Villanova's season going so far. Did you guys play Stony Brook yet? Let me know. Yes, E-Hall beat Lincoln. I think the score was 34-14 on Friday. So right now, Tottenville is undefeated at 8-0. E-Hall is at 7-1. Curtis is at 6-2. Lincoln's at 5-3, and it looks like Eagle Academy is also going to move to 6-2. So let's call it 2nd and 6. Sending the blitz, toss it to Mr. Pruden, makes a man miss. Look at him go. Joseph Pruden, the senior, getting a 1st down. Nino, is that game's in Long Island or the game's in Philly? So shout out to Nino Batanzas, class of 2021, I think, of Eagle Academy, now playing football at Villanova. For everyone in the chat confused on why I'm talking randomly about the Wildcats. So it's a 1st down here for Eagle Academy. Sure going to keep it on the ground. As I said that, they got to throw it. Ball's on the ground. Who has it? It looks like Susan Wagner have it. That's number 27, Elijah Marcano, with the forced fumble. Mr. Marcano with the forced fumble. Wagner, a little bit of life injected into them. So here we go. Even look for Susan Wagner. Sends a man in motion. Looking to throw. Almost intercepted by Nate Ellis. So, Nito, that game's in Philly? Okay. I saw that Stony Brook. I think their running back went to Curtis. No, I think the running back went to Tottenville, I'm pretty sure, and he just hit 3,000 yards. So it's a 2nd and 10. 125 people in the chat. Really appreciate you guys supporting Sage Media and Eagle Academy. Eagle Academy closing out their very successful season. And I'm actually going to talk about Eagle Academy season and regardless how it's successful so far. Looking to throw, pumps it, throws it deep, incomplete. Pass was intended for number 88. So if you look back to last season, right, Eagle Academy lost to JFK, they lost to South Shore, and they lost to Susan Wagner. If you go a year in advance, it looks like Eagle Academy will be 3-0 versus all of those teams. Yeah, and if you think of the scores of those games, 40-0 over South Shore. It's currently 35-0, and the JFK game was very close for a while. And I think it was 50-something to 35 or something like that. So 14-7. It's still in the first half. I thought the Fort Hamilton game was at halftime. All right, so 3rd down here. They're going to hand it off. Good run. This is the young sophomore. Really like him as a player. He's going to be close to a 1st down. Let's call it 4th and inches, 4th and 1. Andy Photography tell me 14-13 Fort Hamilton. So Brooklyn Tech were able to score. Did the field goal, the point after, get blocked? Let me know what happened on the extra point. Huge playoff implications. That's why everyone kind of has an eye on both of these games. On a 4th down, they will have enough for it. Mr. Spencer doing a good job getting enough for the 1st down. So, if I'm not mistaken, that is the end of the 3rd quarter. Our score is 35-0 Eagle Academy. Guys, just a reminder, Monday at 7:15, it's a special episode of New York Football Talk. We will be picking all of the playoffs. So make sure you guys tap in with us. It is last year. This episode was pretty crazy. This was a crazy episode last year. I anticipating it being another crazy episode this year. So make sure you tune in with your host E from TYJ Visuals, myself, Andre Johnson, and of course Jared Veluzzi from Uzi Sports /Newsday. Got to put some respect on my boy's name, man. Not just Uzi Sports anymore. Javon is hilarious in the chat, man. So it's a 1st and 10. They're going to hand it off. Nice running. Look at the sophomore still on his feet. Kicks it to the outside, and he's gone. Touchdown. Hold on. Wagner. Ojo with the great bounce to the outside. He gets in for their first score on the day. As he looks like he has a little injury, so we're going to take the camera off him. Now, this is a sophomore I like a lot, offense and defense. So let's go to the replay here. Does a great job. He goes left, has the vision to be able to bounce to the outside. Then he has nothing but green grass in front of him. And you see the young sophomore also has the breakaway speed and the strength to reach for the end zone to get right in there. Great run from the sophomore. So again, thank you to Box and Bound. Fourth quarter, Eagle Academy finishing strong at home, and so should you. Thanksgiving and Black Friday are around the corner, and once our holiday slots are gone, they're gone for good. Need that sofa, table, or gift pickup delivered this week? Don't wait. DM Box and Bound NYC. Use code NYC Football right now for $15 off before the holiday rush books out. Boxed and Bound. NYC moves fast. We move faster. Tell me to move on to the players or something. Javon, do I believe in Fort? I believe in them. They can get it done. I think Aiden Porter and Emmanuel King III, they are really, really good players. So, Coach Perez over there, I know he has a lot of pride in that team. And, again, the way their season ended last year, it all makes sense on why that game is so competitive. So there's definitely a chance. If Wagner can score, so can Fort. That is funny. So here we go. The Falcons going for two here. Spencer looks right, throws right, and is incomplete. So our score will remain 35-6. Eagle Academy up. Listen, I appreciate you guys. You know what? Speaking about a membership, I didn't push it all weekend. So, if you want to support Sage Media Solution, I know we're getting towards the end of the football season, but we still have some tricks up our sleeve for the month of November, hopefully. So it's a good time to become a member. Becoming a member gives you access to member-only broadcasts. It also gives you access to custom chat emojis and allows you to support the brand, allowing Sage Media to continue doing what we're doing, serving high-quality broadcasts for the whole entire tri-state area. And let me tell you, so I got to look at the analytics. Actually, let me see if I have some time. I am going to look at the analytics from the Curtis-Tauntonville game. I want to see where people were watching from. We have some time in this game. Eagle Academy seemed to be in control, even though they gave up that last touchdown. I'm sure Coach Jones won't be so happy about that. So let's see. So, again, thank you to everyone for the support. We had 1,400 people watching. That is a new record for the Sage Standout Game of the Week series. As Eagle have to be aware of the possible onside kick. They were able to give Wagner an extra possession. And it is an onside kick. I don't know if it went 10 yards. But it looks like, yes, they're going to give it to Susan Wagner. Hold on. I thought he touched it at about 9 yards. Referees are still talking about it. Waiting for the call here. I'm in trouble with this. And it will be Wagner football. Wagner steal another possession. Sitting here wrestling with YouTube analytics. So here we go. Is there hope? Got to score quickly. Spencer looking to throw. There's a flag on the play. Spencer throws it right. Incomplete. Let's see the flag. Here we go. I think this should be it. Why only showing? Here we go. Finally. So, just talking about the reach that Sage Media has. You know, of course, 67% of people were watching from New York. But we had 100 people watching from New Jersey. We had 100 people watching from Newark, New Jersey. 65 people watching from Harrison, New Jersey. 48 people watching from Atlanta, Georgia. 31 people watching from Ashburn, Virginia. As they're going to hand it off. Good tackle there from Eagle Academy. A lot of hats to the ball. I saw number 23, Beatty Joy, there first. You know, if I'm just looking at this list, you know, this is just from Friday night. Houston, Texas, Chicago, Illinois, Miami, Florida, Baltimore, Maryland. So it's not just the tri-state area we serve. Ooh, Charlotte, North Carolina. So it's really awesome that, you know, so many people from across the country watch. And we've even had international viewership for some of the basketball games. So it's a 3rd and 5. Spencer looking to throw, looks left, throws left. That's to Ian Bennett. Good job from Sean Henry on the tackle. Good job from Tyler Hartridge as well. Seniors getting together. So it's a 4th, and let's call it 4th and 6. So, guys in the chat, I'm assuming is the Fort Hamilton game at halftime? Is that what's going on right now? And I see so FDR and Transit Tech are playing right after this. That's actually a very exciting game in the 2A. High snap. Spencer's going to have to make something happen, but it's a gang of Eagles. Tyler Hartridge in on the tackle. Great job from the senior getting a sack. The entire four hands Hamilton Live is 98% Kennedy. That's hilarious. I think they have 12 players on the field right now. They're going to hand it off. Pretty sure Wagner had 12 people on the field. Can't make this stuff up, man. So second down. 2nd and 8. Number 22, Tyler Shields in the game at running back. So they're going to hand it off to him, and he goes down immediately. Great tackle from number 27. He was the one that forced that fumble as well, Mr. Elijah. So that is the 4-minute warning, so we will update our clock. We're going to start our clock. That's a good question. What game have I found the most entertaining to watch this season? Well, Aaron looking to throw one more time to CJ. Incomplete. So the answer to that question is actually Erasmus Hall versus Tottenville. That was week 3 of the Sage Standout Game of the Week series. But yeah, I would definitely say Erasmus Hall versus Tottenville because it was kind of like, okay, is Tottenville for real? You know, it was such a staple win for Tottenville. And first of all, that was Tottenville's first time beating E-Hall in I don't know how many years. So that Tottenville E-Hall game, and I thought it was really the arrival of number 4, Justin McGuire. We know how good Tyshawn Ben is. We know how good Corey Brown is. But Justin McGuire was excellent that day. So if you have to ask, I would say it's a fake. He's going to run it. That's Aaron Smith. Good block from Josiah Brown. He's going to have enough for the first down. So, yeah, I would say Tottenville, E-Hall. To be honest with you, Eagle JFK that game was insane. That was probably the craziest game of the season. 100+ points in that game, right? Eagle JFK was crazy. Looking to throw, too high, intended for Josiah Brown. Edgar saying that game was called so wrong. Yeah, I mean, the QB knee, the QB spike heard around the world. Spiking the ball on 4th down, man. Just madness. But yeah, Eagle JFK was also insane. Did Derek Matanzas have 200 yards of rushing that game? Eagle Academy's, was it 50-something to 30-something? 2nd down. Going to hand it off. He's going to take it himself. That's Aaron Smith. Nothing but green. Touchdown, Eagle Academy. Aaron, that is going to live on the internet forever, my boy. You got to get your bunnies up. If that was Greg Polius would have dunked it. bunnies up, man. How you gonna go for the dunk and just OD? It wasn't even close. DJ, if you haven't seen Tomville E-Hall, you can watch that on the Sage Media YouTube. Yeah, Andy, I hear what you're saying. The Transit Eagle game was really good, but the referees really spoiled that game. I have to be honest. They definitely spoiled that game. Nah, they definitely threw a flag. They definitely threw a flag. As you see, this is the extra point now. Let's see what you got, Martin Koppelman. Kicks up, and it's good. Extra point is good. Our score is 42-6, Eagle Academy. Eric, I gotta call it my little fan club. That's crazy. Yeah, I'm not exactly sure what we're gonna do for basketball, but yes, we should be adding some member-only basketball games. Hopefully, there are some more announcements coming for basketball. Yeah, so usually I don't give free promo, but shout out to my guys over at Subwire. If you just Google Subwire, I think you just have to put in your email and you'll be able to watch that game. Erica said, because I'm not in it yet, then it becomes a big fan club. I appreciate it. Like I said, it goes a long way in supporting all we do here at Sage Media. Sandro Patel. Let's see if Sandro can make something happen here. No, excuse me. That's number 5 as he goes down immediately. And that will be the ball game. Eagle Academy end their season on a high note. They win 42-6, improving to 6-2 on the season. Congratulations to Eagle Academy for winning on their senior day. Now it's all into the hands of the formula. Who will Eagle Academy play next week? Will they be going to Coney Island to go up against Abraham Lincoln as the 5 seed, or will they have to try to invade the castle as the 6 seed going to Curtis? We will find out sometime Monday afternoon. Good luck to all the Kennedy Knights in the chat. If you support Brooklyn Tech, good luck to you guys as well. May the best man make it to the playoffs. And if you don't make it to the playoffs, you should have a ton of pride in your season regardless. Thank you for all of the support all season long. It's been incredible. Guys, we will see you next time in the playoffs. Make sure you tune in tomorrow to New York Football Talk. It will be the prediction episode. It's been a pleasure calling this game. This is Andre Johnson signing out.